The Diverging Roads of Daniel and Ethan. In the small, bustling town of Fairmount, Connecticut, two boys grew up as inseparable best friends. Daniel Whitmore and Ethan Callahan were neighbors, classmates, and partners in every mischievous adventure they could dream up. From building tree houses to selling lemonade in the summer, the two were rarely seen apart. Daniel, with his sandy blonde hair and sharp blue eyes, was always the thinker, the planner. Ethan, tall and rugged with a mop of dark curls, was the dreamer, always talking about grand ideas, but never quite thinking them through. Their childhood was filled with promises. "One day, we'll run a business together," Ethan would say, as they counted their few dollars from their lemonade stand. One day, Daniel would agree, but he always knew that success required more than just big dreams. Chapter 1: Young Ambitions. After high school, their paths already began to show subtle differences. Daniel attended the prestigious Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania, while Ethan decided college wasn't for him. "Why waste 4 years in a classroom when I could be out there building something?" Ethan had said, full of confidence. Daniel admired his boldness but worried about his friend's lack of a plan. Daniel thrived at Wharton, learning from some of the brightest minds in finance and entrepreneurship. He interned with startups, studied market strategies, and absorbed everything he could. Meanwhile, Ethan floated from one small job to another: a coffee shop barista, a car salesman, a bartender, never staying anywhere long enough to build experience. But despite their different paths, their friendship stayed strong. They still called every week, and whenever Daniel came back to Fairmount, they'd sit at their favorite diner, sharing dreams about starting a business together someday. Chapter 2: The First Venture. At 26, Daniel returned home, armed with a modest amount of savings and a network of contacts. Ethan was bartending at a local pub. "Let's start something," Ethan said one night over beers. "What do you have in mind?" Daniel asked, cautious but intrigued. "A bar," Ethan said immediately. "A real one. Cool vibe, live music. Not like this rundown place." Daniel considered it. The numbers were risky, but with careful planning, it could work. He agreed to be a silent partner. He would invest, guide, and monitor the finances, but Ethan would manage the daily operations. The bar, the Velvet Lantern, opened with great fanfare. Ethan poured his heart into the place, hiring local bands, organizing events, charming the regulars. In the beginning, business was booming. Daniel, busy with other consulting gigs, checked in weekly, reviewing profit and loss statements, offering advice. Remember, Daniel would remind him, save for